Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Ryan, and you're watching Collecting Casually. And you might be thinking, that room looks a little different than normal, and you are correct. I'm actually out of town on a work trip. But what that means is, whenever I'm out of town, I try and stop by a local comic shop if possible. And today I stopped by Shadow Mountain Comics here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, this is a shop that I've been to a couple times before, and I love this shop. It is like laid out so cool. They have an amazing display area of all of their key books. And it's just always so fun to go into the shop and take a look around. So I spent a bit of time at Shadow Mountain today looking through their dollar bins because they were actually on sale for 50 cents a piece. So I grabbed a stack of books and we're going to review those here in a bit. But first I wanted to give you a look at the shop itself. Shadow Mountain is laid out really awesome. They have some amazing wall displays along with a bunch of display cabinets with books in there. Everything from golden all the way to modern age books. And they have things, slabbed books. They've got raw books, signed books, whatever you want, they've got it. And they have a great selection of books at really nice prices. And I really love how they have their kind of key books displayed. They have individual cabinets of genres and titles. Like they've got a couple amazing Spiderman displays on the wall and related books. They've got Thor, they've got Fantastic Four, X-Men, DC titles, Star Wars, some independent areas. Just an amazing variety of books. And I love going in there and spending time looking around. Okay, so that was a look at the shop itself. Again, really awesome layout in there. I love going in there and spending time in there. I wish I could spend more time on these business trips, but again, I'm here for work, so I have to wait until I'm done with work to make a trip across town to go visit the shop before they close. So I really don't have a lot of time when I'm here, but definitely a shop that I want to check out again in the future. And if you are in the Tulsa area anytime, go ahead and stop by and check out this shop. They're open every day from 12 to 6. Now, like I mentioned, I pulled quite a few books from their dollar bins, which were actually, again, on sale for 50 cents each. Now, I wasn't really looking for anything. They are not sorted at all. I spent a ton of time digging through boxes, and they probably had, I think, like 100 long boxes or so in their shop, laid out on tables, unsorted. So it was just a mess of, random Marvel, DC, independent titles, you name it. They were all mixed together. Nothing was in order. So I didn't spend a ton of time going through all of the boxes. I kind of hopped around here and there, but I found some cool books and I'm excited to show them to you. All right, so keep in mind that I paid 50 cents a piece for these books. Now, they're not all in amazing shape by any means. Not even all of them were boarded. Most of them are in bags. Some are bagged and boarded, but some are also loose and raw. That was kind of the whole experience there with this collection. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, first up we have this Mr. T and the T-Force #1. I have a copy of this already at home, but I thought it was a pretty cool book, and I'm going to just end up probably putting it into our antique booth or selling at the flea market. But I thought it was a great pickup for 50 cents nonetheless. Next up, I had 3 copies of Hell's Angel. I have Hell's Angel 1, 2, and 3. This is actually a 5-part series from Marvel UK. I have a Hell's Angel #1 at home, but I saw issues 1, 2, and 3 in the boxes, and I just had to pick them up for 50 cents a piece. Next up is a wonderful foil cover of Warlock Chronicles #1. Again, I'm a sucker for these foil 90s covers, so when I see it for 50 cents, I've just got to grab it. Not worth a lot more than that, but something I always love just adding to the collection. And then I picked up 3 copies of X-Men 18. They're all bagged here. None of them are boarded. But I know I've got a couple copies of this at home. But they're definitely a book that I can resell for definitely more than 50 cents a piece, either at the flea market or in my antique booth. And then I've got some cool books that heated up for a while, but I was actually surprised at some of the prices on one of these books in particular, that it's kind of kept. And this is just recently tonight checking sold prices on eBay. So the first one is part of that Midnight Suns run. This is Night Stalkers #1. Still in the poly bag here. This one doesn't go for an amazing amount by any means, but I always pick these Midnight Suns books up when they are in the poly bags and affordable, and 50 cents is definitely affordable. But I also picked up 3 copies of Ghost Rider 31. Each one of them is sealed in the poly bag, and I was actually really surprised at what this book was still going for on eBay. I saw, I think, a copy tonight that was sealed went for like $50 some, which I thought was crazy. I didn't realize this book had gotten that valuable or kind of stayed at that level, but I was really happy to grab these for $1.50 for the 3 of them. Then I grabbed 2 copies of Cable #1. Again, this is a book that sells great in the antique booth. It's just got some of that gold foiling on the Cable cover, and it's actually a full wraparound cover here. If you don't have this book, it is a full wraparound cover. Again, for 50 cents, like, you can't complain, right? I spent like just over $10, I think, at the shop today, which was amazing. And then I got a stack of DC horror type books. I always love posting these types of books around Halloween on Instagram, and they're just kind of cool covers. That's what I collect these for, are the covers. I just love the artwork on some of them, and I found some really cool issues. The first one up is House of Mystery 270, what I would obviously consider to be a bondage cover there. And then I picked up a couple issues of Scary Tales, and I thought this cover was just really, really awesome. Just this seductress right on the front there, luring you in. Then I had Scary Tales #28, just another cool cover that I'm excited to show off again around Halloween time. Then I just loved this green color and the haunted house look of Scary Tales what do we have here? 42, yeah. So again, just a stack of these Charlton comics, actually. The first one was a DC House of Mystery, but this is a stack of the Scary Tales from Charlton Comics that I picked up. And then this one's kind of beat up and actually had another book in the back that I didn't really care about, but I loved this like demon cover, demon skull with the horns and everything on this cover. I just thought it was a really sweet cover for Halloween time. I'm always into the Halloween type of mood. And then we had another one here. This is Secrets of Haunted House, back to DC titles. Secrets of Haunted House #30. Again, this one's kind of beat up. I don't really care what condition these Halloween horror type books from DC and things like that are in. I don't buy them to keep for their value or collection. I just love them because they're really cool covers. And then we had Secrets of Haunted House. This one is cool because it is a Joe Kubert cover, and this one has actually a little bit of value. This is #42, and I just love this repeating skulls look. And the guy in the middle with the red glowing eyes saying, "Hey fellas, wake up." I love, love, love this cover. And then the book that I'm probably most excited about, and that's just because of the value that this book has. This is a Bernie Wrightson book. This is Secrets of Haunted House #44. Again, what did I pay for all of these books? 50 cents a piece. This book, if you're not familiar with it, go ahead and look it up on eBay. Check the sold listings. I was very, very surprised at what this book goes for, but it's got an awesome cover, especially for Halloween time with that jack-o'-lantern there. Really, really excited to have this book in my collection. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Again, this is hopefully the first of many of a series of out-of-town comic shop reviews and, just kind of quick purchases when I'm out of town and get a chance to go to local shops. All right, well, let me know in the comments below if you are someone that likes to visit the local shops wherever you are, whether that's somewhere for a work trip like I am right now, or if you're on vacation. Do you like to go to a certain shop or check out the shops there? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested to hear what you've got to say about that. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you aren't already, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. We'll catch you in the next video.